Hi guys, just ons, no longer a man in the lens, but welcome back to another video. Subscribe first of all, before we go any further. Thank you so much for the subscriber while I haven't even been posting. This is one thing that unfortunately is becoming a little bit, I'm finding my rhythm, if I have to say. There's a few life updates that happen. I just got a son, is now 2 months old. You guys know, like, infants are very, very hard to try to please while you're trying to do things on the side as well. So it's a little bit tricky to really find time to shoot all the time and come upstairs. I don't remember the last time I've been here for myself for a while. But yeah, we're here, we're doing this video, and we're going to be talking about Canon. I think I'm going to try to do like 2-3 videos today so that I just pack my content and try to edit and post and publish for a later date. So I'm talking about Canon. I'm going to be talking about Canon today. I've talked about Canon pejoratively a lot lately on my channel, but there's just something that is very normal for me now. I love the brand, to be honest. I love the brand. But as you guys know, I've been shooting mostly with my Fujis, and I have my XT1 here, and you can see it even has a Canon lens on it because Canon EF glasses are just so cheap and very good value for money. And I also have my Canon 800D with me on my other hand here. And you know what? Maybe 7 years ago, if you wanted a camera brand to get into, or if you wanted a recommendation from anybody, it was very simple to recommend Canon to anyone. It was really, really, they were at the forefront of innovation. They were the leaders. They were really exciting anybody, and they were pretty innovative. That's one thing, maybe. And they weren't holding back as much compared to brands that compared to other brands than what they're doing right now. Because right now, I think it's just pure corporate greed. Customers are not heard anymore. It's really just about how many or what we can hold, what holds value the most. And especially when I talk about entry level Canon, is especially to address the APS-C lines of camera that they have. The latest release is the Canon R50V, which in hindsight is a very good camera for content creator in general. Just generally, if you want to do video work, that's a very, very good recommendation. The price point is really good. Lens selection is a bit meh, unless you get like some Sigma third-party lenses, which is good. But beside the R50V, they have the R7, which is, I think, not really for content creator, which is more for professional in terms of like world photography and stuff like that. But you don't have anything in between. You don't have something in the, even let's just say, compared to Sony, which gives you the what is it? The Sony A65 A6700. So Nikon also doesn't really have much offering in the term of APS-C. Lumix doesn't do APS-C, so I'm not gonna talk about that. Sony probably has the best APS-C in that category so far. So Canon really need to make something on that nature. We need something in that realm, right? So a lot of my criticism stem from the fact that I think they've just forgotten about the APS-C line. We all been expecting a R7 Mark II. I don't even know if that camera is going to come, and maybe that is also due to the tariff, because the pricing cameras nowadays is very hard because of the tariff, especially for Americans, and because Americans are such a large number of consumer for a lot of countries. It's so hard for a lot of camera manufacturer to make the cameras and to price it for the USA. Canon used to have a lot of camera in the APS-C line, like 800D, the 750D, the 700D, the 650D, the 850D, so the 90D, the 80D, so many cameras, and I just don't know what happened to the brand. So they don't release camera like that anymore. They don't release so many different APS-C camera like that anymore. They still sell volume, that I'm not gonna lie. In the R line, they have the R100, they don't have an R70. I don't know why they don't have the R70. They don't have a lot of R APS-C lenses. Like that's something a little different compared to the fact that I think they were mostly known for the APS-C line before. They don't even have compact camera anymore, and I think that one market that Canon is also like missing a lot of big, because if they really want to target content creators, that's something that they can definitely look at. So they've left the market for. I've seen a lot of content creators, especially here in South Africa, that use action camera as the literal camera for shooting, and they don't do look averagely good. Obviously, they're not going to put the effort of doing lighting and all of the other things. So that is something that I think personally, I think that that's a market that Canon need to revisit, because to be honest, I really love Canon. I love the colors out of this camera. I don't love my photo. Most of my photos so far, I'm still shooting it on Canon as much as I have a Fuji. Just that my Fuji there is a bit outdated, and I don't know, but I don't use a lot of my, and also just because of the lens selection, I don't have a lot of lenses, so I have to adapt, and sometimes the autofocus is not the best, but I get really much more like information on my Fuji file than on my Canon one. But my Canon is just quick edits because the color itself of a camera don't require so much work. But if I really want to edit further and a lot, love the Fuji. I kind of love the color of the Fuji X-T1 more than all the other color, but it just takes me a lot more work to shoot with, so that's why I don't shoot much with it. I shoot it mostly when I'm at home. It's very nimble and very small. But I wish really Canon could release a new camera, because I'm holding I'm holding back a little bit on buying a new camera right now. But I might just as well pull the trigger on a new Fuji, because as I said last time, I need a good camera for videos, and I think if any of the Fuji that I buy that came out recently would hold up pretty well, because the autofocus is not too slow. It's not horribly slow that I would miss a shot or anything like that. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. So my plea, or this video, is just like, Canon, please release a new APS-C camera that is affordable and that is not crippled. Yeah, that's one thing, crippled, because they cripple a lot of the camera. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please subscribe. Thank you already for those who have subscribed so far, and continue building the channel. We'll see you in the next video, and peace out.